damn name, tweaking on the beat.
Smoking on the finest exotic. Better, yeah, knock it off. Call come through for the bag, they drop it off. Bad girl love to make mess, then mop it off. Lying to yourself, you're a worker, you're not a boss.
And we back again. Yeah, it's Ceez N Beanz. We're back. I don't even know what episode this is. I'll have to check the log.
3, like 2.5.
2.5, 3. You know what I'm saying?
Going on 3. 2 going on 3.
2 going on 3. Thanksgiving break was marvelous and everything and whatnot, but we are really back. Nice. You know, we really back to talk this talk real quick. You know, so
Friday afternoon at that.
On a Friday afternoon, you know, on a Friday afternoon. So we out here. You know, I've been a little bit under the weather, but I'm here. I'm fighting through. I'm pushing through. Good. You know, thank you. I'm good. Glad.
Yeah,
you know,
sound good.
Glad. Yeah, but we back again. All right, we in the building. So, you know, there's been a lot going on. You know, there's a lot going on.
We're gonna talk about a lot of things,
a lot of different things
in a little bit of time frame. So y'all stick with us. Stick with the program.
Stick with us for a little bit, you know. But hey, we had some Agent 47 hitman type business going on out here. You know, moving like Solid Snake out here.
First and foremost, you know, condolences to the family. First thing first. You know, nobody's, you know, I don't know, rewarding or you know, applauding, you know, murder. But go on.
Okay. So just like we were saying before, no, we're not. I'm not applauding the murder. No, I'm not applauding.
We're just gonna put that out in the front.
But I understand it. You know, I understand it now. Like I understand. Like in the streets, I understand why the murder gang gets put down sometimes, as well as in this scenario right here. It's corporate greed. Corporate greed has gone unchecked, and it's not being checked by your congressman. It's not being checked by your politician. Not being checked by your local law enforcement apparatus or whatever. It's not being checked.
So break it down to the folks. What's going on in this Hitman 47? A snake type.
Solid snake. You know what I'm saying? We gotta call him
Metal Gear Solid.
Metal Gear solid snake type of thing. So the United Healthcare CEO, you know, he was gunned down in Manhattan in a brazen attack. And what's crazy about it is the fact that one, the shooter did this. Like the shooter knew when he was coming out. So the shooter was waiting for him because it was an investor conference. So they make those public and everything like that. So it was an investor conference. So the shooter was out there he had a black book bag on, masked up and everything like that, and was just waiting for him. And as soon as he came out the side lobby, he let him, you know, get a couple paces in front of him, and he pulled out. See, the only thing, this is a mistake that the shooter made. You can tell that the gun that he's using is a bolt action type style pistol, right? So that's like a rare type pistol. Like there's like nowadays, a lot of times it's semi-automatic. If you watch the video, if you've seen the video, he shoots it and then he reloads. He shoots it, changes around, reloads. That's basically a bolt action type style pistol. So those are rare. So what the FBI is going to do, and what the authorities, the feds are going to do, is they're going to look up the purchasers of those type of weapons. And that's probably how they're going to be able to track him down more easily than not, because there are not a lot of those weapons just running around. But Buddy, they say that he inscribed the words, you know, what were the words again? Let me make sure that I have them correct.
I don't have them in front of me either.
Deny, defend, depose. And that is based off of the insurance companies. That's basically their plan. You know, they deny the claim. Then they you know, they defend the lawsuit. Then they depose. Yeah, then they depose. Then they depose the the patient. You know, they don't care. It's soulless. It's a real soulless thing. And the craziest thing about UHC is that they have the highest denial rate.
Yeah,
of all.
I seen that post you put out.
That's nasty word. It's like 31%. Like over 30%. So 1 out of every 3 claims that are made, they deny. And then they also own like another insurance company, right? It's called Medic. I want to say Medica or something, Medic. And they're like the second highest. They're at like 20% denial rate, right?
So they hitting people over the head twice as hard. Boom, boom.
Just nasty business. And then you can go back to tweets from 2017, 2018, 2020, 2022, 2024 of people saying that their loved ones are getting denied life-saving services from this company, because of whatever reasons, you know what I'm saying? And that's just nasty work. It's just a lot of nasty work. And there are people, that's pain that people are going through. Losing a loved one like that's battling cancer. And losing them in such a way to where, you're seeing them wither away. There are other treatment plans and there are things out there that could save them. If they were in another country, they would be saved. They would be getting those treatment plans. But here, because they're in America and because these soulless, greedy, nasty motherfuckers don't want to like give people just decency, just don't want to be decent human beings. And all they care about is the corporate board and everything like that.
Making them numbers.
That's why we're in the situation that we're in. And what's funny is Anthem, they were about to deny covering anesthesiology services for a number. Yeah, and they went back on that. Sometimes violence is the answer. Throughout history,
open up eyes. Just open up somebody's eyes.
But that's what's gotten folks rocked to sleep. Just because I'm not inciting violence or anything like that. But throughout the world, the history of the world, most major things that needed to be handled or done or that people felt strongly about were taking place and with violence, like it violence was the answer.
Revolutions usually start with
like this country right, this country didn't get here. How did this country get here? It wasn't they didn't have a debate, a big debate, and whoever wins the debate, that's who gets the country. No. Bodies dropped.
No peace treaty. You had to fight first.
You had to fight for it. So that's part of it. Like people got to understand, like that's what this game is. So when people, especially in today's society, when they feel like they don't have any other recourse, where they feel like, oh, this is just the way the system is, that's when they start doing extreme things and taking things into their own hands, such as we see here, CEO getting, and the crazy part is they asked his wife what like was getting any threats, and she was like, I don't know, people were upset about he was getting threats about I guess too high of payments or too high this, that, and the other. And it's like, y'all, they live in their little bubble to where how could you ever feel like this wasn't something that could happen?
Like if people couldn't reach out and touch you.
Thank you. And that's what
let it known forcefully outside of a tweet or an email that you're gonna look over that, hey, this is an issue.
And that's what I feel like these elites, I honestly feel like they need to know this. Like y'all are moving like y'all can't be touched. Y'all are moving as if like there is no recourse, that the common man, you guys are above the common man. Like, you can't be reached. And that's just not true. That's just not true. Like your billionaire class, your super billionaire, your mega billionaires, yes. Like those guys, they got SEAL Team 6 type guys rolling with them. Drones covering them. It's nothing. Like they
don't step out in the public like that. You don't.
No, they don't. You don't see them in the public though. They will center mass you. Like they will center mass. They will full clip you. But you're a millionaire, like you're a multimillionaire, doesn't matter. You can still be reached out and touched, man. So people need to really move accordingly, especially when it comes to just being a decent human being. Like healthcare and like life-saving treatment, life-saving care, that's something that shouldn't be a debate. That's something we shouldn't be arguing about, right?
Or like you recently, you see a lot of people going overseas and actually making that trip, going to Turkey, going to Germany, and getting these same treatments for a fraction of the cost that it's going to be.
Fraction of the cost.
Trip, you may break even. You may probably at worst you're going to break even just for the flight over there.
Yeah.
But outside of that, it's a shame.
I mean, the flight over there. some of these treatments that they're charging people for are like hundreds of thousands of dollars. So the flight over is only going to be $1,000 something. So it's not even going to be close. It's going to be worth it. Like the United States has the highest healthcare administrative cost per capita compared to any other major country. Like, so Japan is at $82. United Kingdom's at 97. Sweden's at 97. South Korea's at 126. Australia's at 152. The average, world average is 194. Canada's at 196. Belgium's at 198. Netherlands is 240. Austria 240. Switzerland 297. France 299. Germany 306. The United States is at $1,000, $1,055. Like, think of that's
3 times the highest. God,
3 times
the highest.
And
that we've seen other than them.
That's nothing but greed. That's solely greed. Because see, people are okay with teachers getting paid shit. People are okay with that. They want the teacher to be the counselor. They want the teacher to be the confidant. The teacher to be the mother, play the auntie, play the uncle. They want you to play coach. They want you to do all these different roles, but they want to pay you trash, right? But these people here, for some reason, they feel like, oh, their job is so important that they need. Nah, it can't be that way. It can't be that way. And that the fact that it is that way is the reason why our society and the reason why we're going through some of the things that we're going through. It's just because it's not what the things that we came up on, like, okay, make the world a better place. You know, being principled, treat your fellow man as you want to be treated. Those things are out the window now. They're replaced.
Well, I mean, I think it's always been like that, though. It just shifts. It shifts to a different head, a different CEO archetype type.
Yeah, it does. I feel like there's a difference between, okay, you can take these absorbent funds if you're giving people what they ask for, right? If you're actually performing the duty and it's in good faith, right? Like,
yeah,
I could see that. Like, okay, like you know, Dolan, he owns Madison Square Garden. I can see how you running it up just off the fees. You know what I'm saying? Off the booking fees of people trying to have concerts there, ticket sales, all that shit, all that stuff. Like your sports franchises paying
proximity,
your rent.
And you're in the middle of New York.
You know what I'm saying? You're not really fucking people per se, like you will with it when it comes to advertisement rights and all that stuff like that. But it's not like, oh, this is something that you're ruining somebody's life, right? On the flip side, when we come to healthcare and the greed that's going on there, that's different. That's the type of shit.
You're setting the price because what else are you gonna do?
But
they know they can do it.
That part. And I think the best thing the Biden administration did was set a cap on insulin, because before there wasn't a cap, right? So you're charging people who you know need the medicine. You're charging them 176, You're charging them a buttload of money for their prescription, for their medicine. And they're going to have to pay it if they want to stay in the land of the living. That is something totally different. That's a nasty ass way to become a billionaire. That's a nasty ass way to get millions, dog. It's nasty. So I can it will be interesting.
Sympathize both parties. I can sympathize on both sides.
No, I can't sympathize on both parties.
I mean, just for the fact that he's passed, he got a family.
I mean, I'm sorry that he passed and he has a family, but at the end of the day, what about these other families of people that have passed because they were denied?
With them as well. That's what
but I'm saying it's more them than it is him.
I understand the drastic measures.
It's one life.
Yeah, he's not the only one though. That's what I'm saying. So all these other heads of these healthcare companies, and all these other providers and all this shit. So put the town on alert.
Sometimes you just put people on notice. It's threat level orange right now, man. Keep your head on the swivel. Keep your head on the swivel out here, dog. For real. So yeah, there is that. We'll move on to lighter, greener pastures, right? So let's see. What's next, Frank?
Oh, your boy. The boy.
The boy?
Talk about the boy.
Let's talk about the boy.
The boy.
First of all, the boy, he's not fighting the system. So cut this shit, cut this narrative out. He is not fighting the system. If he's fighting the system, you know who he is? He's Brian Flores. If he's fighting the system, he's not Colin Cap. Because when it happened, when it was in the shit, he didn't care about it. It was cool. It was all right. Yeah, he's Brian Flores. Drake is Brian Flores.
Against the machine. This way. You can't.
No, not this way. We can't do it this way. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. Oh, they fucked me? Oh no. And now I see. Now I understand it now.
No, man. You was the main culprit in this whole facade.
Thank you. On top of that Scorpio album, that boot, that mid pack, that was on every streaming platform.
Everything is always number one. Everything you put us number one.
Number one. I'm gonna be honest. Like I haven't listened to a Drake project straight through since Take Care. Like I haven't, and it's just I'm just not the demographic for. I'm not the demographic for him, like in his music and everything like that. Because one, I don't like the fact that he cosplays this whole gangster shit and this whole gangster mob boss image. And then he want to speak patois. He's from Houston. He's from Houston. He's from Canada. He's from Tennessee. He want to be from Memphis too. Like, bro, he's a cosplayer. And, like, there's little footage I have of him when he was getting interviewed, and he was on that, he wasn't even interviewed, he was doing, like, some reality TV show in Canada. And they were talking about how the street slang and everything like that. And he was like, that's real ignorant, though. That's, like, really ignorant, though. I don't really... And he was having dinner with his like two white friends. And everything like that.
I seen that.
That's who you were. And it wasn't like you was 7 years old, 8 years old. That don't
change, really.
You was 14, 15 years old, bitch. That's you. So let's stop acting like you somehow evolved into this creature. That's why people say he's not hip hop. Dog, you are cosplaying. You're not hip hop, bro.
It's pop.
It's just what you are. That's what he is. He's pop. Now he want to try to rage against the machine. He's not raging against the machine.
So I was listening to Bomani Jones, and he was saying he brought up a valid point. There's only 3 heads to this monster, and if he's under one of it's like what Universal, Sony, and what Columbia.
Yeah,
they the 3 heads of the music world.
Yep.
If you try to cut off the one that you are under, them other 2 is going to eat your ass alive so we can rebuild this other head back up. And we don't care about you because the reason why you're putting out this lawsuit is because you saw that we can easily shift our chess pieces, shift all our coins to another person and still make the same profit.
They cut his water off.
Right. Like he thought he was a rook or a knight in this chess piece. No, brother, you still a pawn.
Still a pawn.
You was just the last one that we moved off this table. And it's just so happened that Kendrick Lamar is right next to you, and we're just like, we'll just move you up. Dang a little bait out there, see if somebody sacrifice you. No, this Kendrick Lamar dude will. Boom. I ain't gonna say he knocked you off, but he put you down the ladder quite a bit.
I would say he kind of. It's hard to say bro. How do you continue to? He's gonna make music. He's gonna make music. He's gonna have to release it on. He's gonna have to be 100% independent. He's gonna have to. It's gonna have to be people going to Drake.com to download his music.
It depends on how long this thing goes out for.
But it doesn't matter though. He's already bit the hand that was feeding him, right? He was on them records talking all this Lucian Grange things. Remember back when he was setting playlists and everything like that. He was the gatekeeper when it came to stuff like that. Now all of a sudden it's not fair. Now all of a sudden it's different now. But when you were able to take advantage of the system and the machine was working for you, you was quiet. That's why I call him Brian Flores. You're not Colin Cap. You're not risking it all. You're not putting it all on the line. You're not losing everything for this. Like you ran it up and you're just mad now. You lashing out because you got your ass beat. And that's basically what it is. You got your ass beat and you mad that they helped.
It's the way that he did it. It's the way that it happened. It's like, yeah, okay, you can have beef. Like, no big deal. And, everybody comes out somewhat unscathed. Yeah, there's a winner or a loser, but you can still continue to do your thing.
Yeah.
This is different because he tried to take on everybody. All the top dogs.
The streamers. He coming on Spotify. So that's
Bro.
what I'm saying. Like he must be thinking people. He must be trying to do what what's my man's name? Light skin, long hair, not Nav. It's another guy. I can't remember. He's like a pioneer when it comes to it. He just like, you know. Anyway, I can't remember his name, but I'm sure the people that are listening, they remember his name. Yeah, he's a rapper. Light skin. He got long hair and everything like that. Oh, he had long hair. I'm not sure. I stopped paying attention to niggas. He's kind of weird. He had somebody jumped and beat up. I just can't remember his name. He's like independent.
Who's he affiliated with?
He's not affiliated with anybody. He's his own thing. He's
I don't know.
Yeah, it's going to trip me out. I'm
anyway,
trying to think.
It's like I was saying before, man. I think the way that Drake moves next with his music, outside of this legal stuff and all that stuff, that's really going to set the wave of how the rest of his career goes, I think.
Yeah, I mean, but I don't know though, because I don't know though, because look, like my thing is with this is like you win against the streamers, so boom, the streamer's not gonna be rocking with you. Two, like if you're gonna have to drive, basically he's gonna have to get people to go to like www.sixguy.com, download my album.
Because we saw Kanye do it.
Yeah. But yeah, you see where Kanye is though on the spectrum of music
back.
though.
Yeah, but and also Kanye is back kind of into that. He's still releasing music on these.
No, he's releasing music on the streaming platforms, but I'm saying he's still like Kanye took a step back as far as visibility, as far as status when it came to like artistry. The people that really rock with Kanye, they still rock with Kanye, but the world in mass, like niggas is not checking for Kanye right now, bro. Niggas like, I need to see that new Ye. I can't wait till that new Ye come out. The people who really care about like sonically music and different stuff like that,
they understand that. Yeah.
They understand it. They want to be around for that. But everybody else,
the average fan,
nah, they not into it because the machine dictates and playlists most people's lives, and that's what y'all like. That's what y'all really got to understand. Like
when you go to that search bar in your Apple Music or Spotify,
it's the algorithm
to that new music section, and you searching by your category. It depends on who pops up first.
It's the algorithm.
The background screen when you selecting your your genre.
Yeah, when you put in the mood for this playlist, different playlists. Who's setting the playlist? The machine is setting the playlist. Like if you look up
multiple songs in this random playlist, who gets multiple?
Right, like if you put my shit in Apple or Music or Spotify, you gotta damn near type in my whole name.
It's going to take a couple. You got to hit.
If you put in Drake or anything like that, that first D, Drake is gonna pop up.
Right.
And you, like it's the algorithm, all of it, especially in the new age with all this technology and everything like that. Bots are part of the game now. You seen that shit that Travis Scott did, was it a year or two ago with the whole pack where if you come out, you get like the Cactus Jacks. And then it also goes to it also counts as a stream, and then also like he had like the McDonald's McDonald's shit, and it was tied into his stream. That was all tied into streaming numbers. Like all that stuff like counted as a play.
He still be putting out them little music, not music, but clothing packages. Travis Scott, he's still doing that shit.
Like,
so that counts towards streaming?
Yes, it counts towards like packages, like when it comes to sales, like physical copies. Like that type of shit, like it because
the album for free.
Yeah, because you know what I'm saying. Most of that shit, like it'll come with like a thing you can scan and you can go to a song or something like that. Like all that stuff, like that, all that stuff is marketing ploys. These are marketing tactics, right? So that's all this stuff is. So for him to act as if they did something that was totally out of the norm in this regard, that's just some hoe shit, really, honestly. If we keep it in a band, it's just some whole shit. And it's because he got his ass beat. Because now he's acting as if the PDF, I'm not going to say it because I don't want us to get demonetized or nothing like that. I'm not going to say it. They saying because the man called him a PDF, that all of a sudden this is why he's taking it and slandering his name and big brands don't want to do business with him and this, that, and the other. But question, in today's society, in the today's Me Too society, you saying that another man is beating his wife is just as damaging of a claim. On top of that, just when it comes to a respect type thing, you said that my business partner, that basically I'm a cuck. You said my business partner impregnated my life partner. You said that my business partner impregnated her, and that I'm raising my own. Like, exactly. So how are you mad that I'm picking at something that the whole world has been seeing and skepting on? Like, no, you're not that exactly. But yo, you kissed a 17-year-old on stage, bro.
And you was hyping her up like, oh God, I'm so mad that you 17 right now. And why are you so fine? My brother, you know there's thousands of people in front of you, bro, and you got a microphone.
You're weird.
Like you're weird.
You're weird. Like you're very weird behavior. Like you grooming, like the accounts of you grooming women, waiting for them to reach a certain age, like engaging with them as far as like, hey, I'm introducing yourself.
That's some real Robert Kelly type stuff.
Nasty type business, dog. So of course you maybe not that on the nose, but hey, you know, it give off vibes. It's adjacent type vibes. You know, you 38 wearing barrettes in your head, dog. Like, of course, you're gonna try to say, "Oh, I'm just representing Houston culture," but that's lame as fuck because you're not from Houston.
And then I'm pretty sure when you went to go see your daddy's family down in Texas, I'm pretty sure you weren't hanging out with them like they was hanging out.
Dog, if everybody,
I'm sure grandma and papa and all them knew that you was who you were or who you was gonna be, and be like, hey, you go and hang out in the house. Your cousins and them gonna hang out outside off the porch.
Bro, that's like me saying I'm from Chucktown because I spent summers in Charleston. Like I'm from Chucktown. Like nigga, I'm from there. Like no, like nigga, I'm Geechee because it's in my blood. Like I'm Geechee, my mom's Geechee, so we're Geechee. But I am not from fucking Charleston, bro. Like that's not what it is. I am not. I can't say that.
It's adjacent to it. That's all.
Like I was born in DC, but I didn't live in DC a long enough time to say, hey, I'm from DC.
You were raised there, you know.
But for some reason, everybody want to let this light skin, like they want to let like beige man, they want to let him get away with this. No, that's not how it works, doggy. He think the rules are different for him, and see, that's exactly why he's in the situation that he is.
Took a different type of person to call him out on it, because not everybody was in the right space to do it. But I think Kendrick Lamar is just that person to be like, I really don't give a fuck.
They was salami washing him. They was salami because they knew
the algorithm was going to work for them.
But not just the algorithm, brother. They knew he had pull with these labels and could blacklist them. Yeah. Don't work with this so and so. Do that. Don't do this and that with this person. Don't do this, that, and the other. Like, nah. So that's
him off. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's why all this stuff that he's talking about, all this is whole shit. Everything he's talking about is whole shit. Like when he was talking about, oh, I'm gonna just rage against the machine, the first lawsuit, I could see you could argue. It's still BS, but you could argue it. I could see it. But when he's talking about the defamation of character, when he's talking about the whole PDF
they don't
thing,
care about your raps. They don't care about your rap beef.
Like what?
They don't care about that.
Like what are you talking about? Like
if anything, don't like let that shit go because you don't want no Rico to come up and be like, well, I don't know. Let's actually look into it. And actually, you don't want them to find something. Let it go.
My thing is like, who sues in hip hop, dog? This is why he's not hip hop. This is why he cannot be the GOAT. Yeah. You can't be the GOAT, bro.
That's not part of the game.
I came up when 50 and Ja, and when 50 went at the Locks, and when the Locks was talking about throwing refrigerators off of refrigerators off of buildings at Puff. Like, dog, hip hop.
Like, come on, man.
Like, bro, this is not. Nobody was talking about doing litigation, dog. Nobody was talking about going to the courts. This man went to the courts. He is not of it, and that's why. This is the biggest L ever, and it keeps magnifying. It keeps growing because they not like us. Like, bro, you're literally not like us. You keep proving it.
You proved the point.
Literally, you proved the point. Like, you're a weirdo, bro. Like. You're weird. Very lame energy. I don't know no man that gets a six. He got a 6-pack implant. Like, dog.
I didn't think that was a real thing. I mean, I guess women can do it, obviously, but I didn't think guys got it done.
That's why he stopped the beef with Push. It wasn't because of what Jay Prince said. It was because Push said it's gonna be a surgical summer, and he knew he was gonna start. He was gonna start exposing that. Yeah, that you got a 6-pack. All this. That's
like
lame.
Like when Shaq was on TNT and they made him take his shirt off. He got his joint airbrushed. He had them airbrushed abs on.
Yeah, like a thought. You a thought, bro. Like that's real thought behavior. Like real G's.
Girl
like
probably
real,
talked him into it though. A girl probably talked him into it.
real G's. Nah, that's even lamer, bro. Real G's is gonna do the work. Work out. No. How about doing the work and working your ass the fuck out if you want to get in shape? Like Wiz Khalifa. Remember Wiz Khalifa? He was skinny. He was real. He was fragile. Now he put the time in.
220. Yeah.
He actually put the time in. He didn't want the overnight shit, bro.
Joe Rogan, same way. He was pudgy, doughy. Now.
They're putting in the time. I can respect that. I can't respect you going to the doctor and getting your abs cut open and built up.
Fast one.
Like you a lame dog. I was 309. I was 402 at my biggest. Like I lost 150 pounds doing the work. I ain't go get no surgery. Start taking the medicine and everything like that. Like niggas taking
vacuum, sucking out the fat.
Sucking it out. They taking it. They over here. They taking the easy way. They over here taking diabetes medicine, dog, to lose weight. It's nasty out here.
We said the genesis of all this.
Stomach all society all nutted up. Like it's just different. So it's just I can't respect them on a number of different things. Like you got writers, dog. Like that was the last controversy. You have writers. Most rappers do not have writers, dog. Most rappers don't have a team of writers. But you know, he's Drake. He's making. They're like he's Drake. He's making bigger than life music. No, the fuck he's not, bro. He is not U2. He is not. He is not making Michael Jackson type records. He's not making Prince type records. And it's just like, nah, I'm not trying to hear it. We gonna see if he really who he think he is. If he really who he think he is.
This
because
next year is gonna be interesting.
I think the most offensive part of this whole thing with me is the fact that he's acting as if it was just the bots that influenced Not Like Us being a big hit. And that like Not Like Us wasn't an organic hit. Bro, that shit still goes on. Niggas got a jig to that shit when it come on, bro.
That shit is overseas big. That shit big overseas.
So what the fuck? He doesn't have any point because even if the bots was on 10, right? And the song was trash, the song would die. It wouldn't go nowhere.
That should have been gone by now.
It wouldn't have gone nowhere. And you did the same. Another part. He was doing all this victory lap shit with Back to Back came out. He was talking all this heavy big boy shit when he won the battle against Meek Mill. Now when the tables are turned, now he want to go cry and he want to go to the courts. Ho behavior. Ho. It's Christmas time and it's ho-like behavior out there in Canada going on. On top of the fact,
come home eventually.
Oh, they coming home already. They'll be home in 2025. As Kenny Kung Fu Kenny is coming home to Rogers Center, and he gonna sell that bitch out.
On Father's Day?
In your own city, nigga, on Father's Day. Nigga, you gotta go flee the country. You gotta flee your own country. Come to America, you know what I'm saying, and enjoy your Father's Day because you won't be able to do it at home in your own city. And y'all was talking that tough shit like y'all ain't nobody performing when you stopped Sir and you stopped Schoolboy Q from performing out there. Try that shit now and let's see how it go. And if y'all really like, and Drake, if you really like, we know that you beefing with what's it called? You beefing with what's my man, the other R&B singer? He performed at the Super Bowl. What's my man's name? No.
Weekend.
We know you're beefing with the Weeknd and his people and everything like that. Please do not get confused. Beefing with the Weeknd and beefing with some real like West Coast Pyrus, Compton Pyrus, dog. That's not the energy you want. Please understand that. Like, understand that.
Compton, that is Kendrick Lamar and everything inside and out.
And they really gonna ride for him, and they will really whip your feet, boy, if you step out of pocket over there and you try to act like you gonna hurt or do something to one of them.
Drake, you call yourself a CEO. We was just talking about what can happen.
You better you better tread lightly.
These are gangsters.
You don't want this going past music. That's all I'll say, Bucko. You don't,
And
you had little friends that punched Rick Ross out there at the concert, whatever. Yeah. That's cool, whatever. You do not want that smoke with that car out there, with that West Coast Pyro car out there. You do not want to give them a reason to just violate anybody from Canada when they come to Cali.
Or to say, hey, I caught a body for K-Dot.
Please, you don't. Please, you don't. Please, you don't want that. You don't want that energy. Let's keep it. Let's keep it music. Start going back into pop. Start going back into your Afro beats. That's what you should really do. Go to Afro beats and start killing that. Yeah, do all that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe some reggaeton. Some reggaeton.
That shit you can shout to.
You got to put a little moose. Yeah, so many skews. So many skews. So many skews. So many skews. You like,
you know what? We can put some music to it and play it in the elevator.
Yeah, for sure. You know, give a little edge.
Crossover.
Give the office a little edge. You know, we're playing that Drake. We're urban. We're urban.
We're inclusive.
We're inclusive.
Oh, who's got the aux cord today?
That Drizzy. Playing that Drizzy.
Durante's got the aux cord.
Yeah. But anyway, moving on. Just don't think it's sweet, Drizzy. The courts is probably the best avenue for you, because if you try to make it physical,
just leave it alone.
Because you was over there staring on the court at DeMar like you was really gonna do something. You know what I'm saying? You and Chubbs, like y'all really like
DeMar. They don't call that nigga Debo for no reason. What are you talking about?
Y'all gotta relax. And this is another thing.
These are real people. Like,
everybody who be acting so tough like this, that, and the other, like, bruh, you only but so tough. Because look, the whole fucking world is wired like Lucius Fox did Batman. So it's not like y'all out here going in the fields and y'all out here shooting shit every fucking day. You're fucking not. You're not. So cut it out. Especially when you got shit to lose. You're not. You over here calling shots, cool. But stop acting like y'all out here really getting your feet dirty, your boots dirty in the field again, because you're not. Thank you. And that's the end of my TED Talk. Drake.
Tread lightly.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. Not a fan. You know, a great artist. He is one of the most transformative and iconic artists of our generation. Sure. I'm never gonna be hate, but I just can't recognize with nothing he be on, bro. He really be on whole shit. And any nigga that like get tough after you get like, bro, he got a cheat code. You was by Baby. Look, he was by Baby and Slim, Cash Money. He was by Lil Wayne. Like, you know what I'm saying? If he had to sell himself without that stimulus package, without that YCG, like niggas was. He literally got pissed on by T.I., one of T.I.'s homies in the movie theater. He was not tough. Nobody rocked with Drake until it was cool. It was made cool by one of the greatest rappers of our time, Lil Wayne, to rock with Drake. When they started doing collabs and shit, that's when Drake got, you know what I'm saying?
Even then, Drake showed his colors, freaking on Wayne's chick while he was locked up. So I mean,
that's how he showed. That's how right there you see he not really like us, because somebody who gives you transforms your whole entire life, you at least have loyalty. There's so many women out here, bro. There are literally so many women.
Life, like, bro, it's just principle.
Just principle, just loyalty, dog. If you go in, if Friend goes in and goes in and does a bid, I'm not gonna be out here trying to mac on his woman.
Just off GP, like, bro.
Just off like the fact that that's my brother. Y'all, everybody want to say these brothers, and all this, all that, but they don't want to act like it. They don't want to act like it.
No.
You don't act like it. So it's like, nah, bro. He's flawed on so many different levels. It's so many different areas to pick out his flawness, dog. It's just like on a personal level, you flaw. On a business level, you signed to 3 different niggas, you flaw. Like this it's a lot of different flawed shit about him. And if he really thought he was who he was, he would have betted on himself instead of signing this past deal that he did. If he really thought, oh, I'm really that guy.
I mean, once you reach a point, I would assume I'd break away from everything and just do everything.
He should have done it, but nah, he was happy. Remember, he was happy stunting with that plane. I got a 737.
You can do that on your own.
I got a 737. Nah, but you really, can you do that on your own?
Yeah,
Nah.
I'm sure Jay-Z right now can go buy himself a Boeing if he wanted to.
But
I'm sure Dr. Dre can go buy himself a Boeing if he wanted to. But
listen, Jay-Z sold his records when you had to actually go out and physically buy physical copies, dog. Like Jay-Z had Rockaware. Jay-Z, bruh, 9/11 happened and niggas still went out and bought that shit, bro. Still went platinum, bro. Through 9/11. Right. He is not Hov, bro. Right. He is not the same. He is not Hov.
9/11 was in the morning, too.
On top of that, Hov had the streets. He had the women. Hov had corporate. Hov had everybody, bro. He is not that. He is not Hov.
For right now, for the 2000s, he is what
Hov was. No. Yeah. Kendrick is.
That is.
Kendrick is what Hov is.
Financially. I'm talking about financials. I'm talking about, because I'm saying he can just go out there and buy a fucking Boeing on his own. Drake's made it.
He didn't. No. Let's not get it confused. He didn't buy that Boeing on his own. It was a deal with a company. He didn't just buy that shit.
Easy.
Yeah. It's a deal. It's a promotional deal with a company. Yeah, it's a promotional deal with a company. It's not like, oh, he went out and he's buying that and he's servicing that shit or anything like that.
You make those connections on your own, so he can still go independent. Make those connections. Get
Lucien. No. Lucien Grange is a heavy, like, bro, these big wigs put you in those rooms to where you can make those connections. Niggas not just coming to see Drake. Again, we've seen that he has no value on his own, bro. So look, the whole Adidas shit falling apart. Nike, everything like that. If Drake was so valuable, like, those companies wouldn't care.
Oh, I mean, shit, Nike still got him on board. So I don't know.
But in his documents he's suing. In his documents he's suing and saying that the battle and the beef has affected his relationships with these different brands. So he has to actually show proof of that being the case. Yeah. So if Nike is saying like, dog, shit. Yeah, exactly.
He just came out with a Nike drop, like, I don't know, a couple days ago. He just came out with a Nike drop recently.
So again, either the lawsuit is bullshit or it's not. That's what I'm saying. So you can't claim that the beef is damaging your
lawsuit. That's not how the law works.
Yeah. That's basically what it is. That's basically he's frivolous. It's a frivolous lawsuit. He's gonna lose because honestly, he's gonna have to get deposed. They're gonna ask him, like, bro, the machine knows all his dirty little secrets.
I mean, you gotta. It's just like math class. You gotta show your work.
They're gonna ask him. So on every project you put out that was 100% organically all you, he gonna have to be on record saying, no, me and the label worked out a certain marketing plan where we would do da. Either way, you cooked. Either way, you're cooked. So
we'll see.
And he's really only doing this so he can get out of his deal, which is even more just, bro, whole shit.
Let the thing play out and keep it moving. I don't understand why people you signed the deal, let your little 5 years run out and then keep it moving.
That's it. But we'll see what it is. We'll see if he can beat the machine. We'll see. We'll see. All right, what's next? What's next? What else we got?
Taxes and the machine will still be there.
The machine is not going nowhere, bro. Like, you're right. It's not going nowhere. So, okay. Fantasy football season is coming to an end. It's coming to a close.
I can't believe you even thought about bringing this shit up.
Oh, shit. First of all, Kyle Pitts, you out there the whole season just getting in cardio. I ain't never seen it before. Never seen a tight end.
You got a receiver on your team currently that's out there getting cardio.
Never seen a tight yet. Jalen Breed. Trash. Yeah. I'm glad I wasn't able to see that because he basically sunk my chances of doing anything this year.
He almost fucked it. Yeah, he did. I'm playing you this week.
Yeah, exactly. That's the only game I was really concerned about. He screwed me. Trash ass.
You, buddy.
One target.
You had 4 niggas playing yesterday. And you had 5 niggas playing yesterday. And I had 2. And I'm only
one target.
People don't care about this shit.
No, they don't. I'm just talking about the overall. I'm not talking about I'm not going into the minutia of the fantasy. I'm just going into the fact this is all I have to say. Kyle Pitts, you are not. I'm not trying to be one of those guys. I don't want to be one of those guys.
Right.
I will never.
Don't be a bot.
Do not ever draft Kyle Pitts for fantasy if you're trying to compete in a fantasy league. Never ever in life draft Kyle Pitts. I thought that this year, because I drafted him last year, I thought that this year was going to be different. Nope, I was mistaken. I was wrong.
You thought Kirk Cousins was going to help out, huh? You thought
he's just out here getting cardio. No, but that lets me know that he's really trash. They really had. I'm sorry, I can't call a man trash because he's gotten to a level of football that I would never have gotten to. All right, or I never could. But he is on the NFL scale. He is trash, bro. Like, dog, he's out there just getting cardio. Honestly, like, what is he doing? And I've never in life have I seen like an offense. The tight end is a safety valve. I've never in life seen a tight end who can't get open, who can't get the ball.
Like if he's one of them big six, he's got to be about 6'4", big dude. Like at some point, you should be able to run 5 yards, turn around, and you're open. But I don't know. It's been several games he ain't been able to do near like goose eggs, several goose eggs. He had a couple big games, but you can't depend on that. You can't.
4 out of 17.
For what he was drafted as a first round pick by the Falcons, top 5 overall.
They were acting like he was the next Antonio Gates, bro.
I thought he was. Him in college was amazing. Him in college.
Blasphemy.
Oh my God.
Blasphemy. The nerve of the people, bro. They were saying that he was the next Tony Gonzalez, that he was made in that vein. Fool's gold.
No, for Jimmy, nah.
He's not even Jimmy good. He's not even as good as Jimmy. He's not as good as Jeremy Shockey was, bro. Like,
these are Hall of Famers you named.
Facts. I know. That's what I'm saying. They were saying that he had the potential to be a Hall of Famer.
He's not even your tight end, Kraft.
He's not even better than Kraft. He's not.
My tight end, Kate Otten.
Brock Bowers came in first year of rookie season and is better. It's better.
He's the best.
2 times better than freaking, man. Get Kyle Pitts out of here, dog. I don't know what it is.
He on some Travis Kelce, and we're not gonna see Travis Kelce too much longer. This might be his last one.
Yeah, it's wrap. It's a wrap for him.
Unless he's just gonna collect a check next year and just he gotta have 2 years left.
Nah, he need to go retire and be a family man. Go ahead and marry into that money, like you know what I'm saying. Go ahead and marry into that Swift money, and go ahead and have y'all reality TV show spinoff.
I don't think she's gonna let him knock him up. I don't think she's trying to do that.
You don't think she's trying to let him cuff? I think so.
No, they get married, but I don't know if she gonna let him spill off and then have.
No, I don't know. I don't know about spill off. Being a family man doesn't mean you gotta have kids.
Yeah.
Just washed up. You just not doing. You're not out here in these streets no more.
But you see Travis Kelce X out there popping her mouth all mad and shit, talking about
with crying and all types of other shit. I thought she don't look like she don't look like she go 50-50. So I don't understand what the issue is. Like, I don't understand. Excuse me? I don't understand what the issue is. My thing is
coming home and like tired of just seeing her chilling or taking pictures and shit. One of them Instagram joints. Like, I don't know what she did, so I can't say, just off rip. But I'm sure.
But you're a liability. I don't know. My thing with this thing is like with these women who think like, oh, I want the soft life. I want to be taken care of. At the end of the day, you become a liability. You're a bill, dog. So as a man who's logical and we're budgeting, first thing to go.
Unless you're just a guy that can, that can do it,
but you can do it. But
there's other things that she can do.
Hey, bro, like you just said, he can do it. He can do it, but his playing days are winding down, right?
Oh, his for sure.
So as your playing days are winding down, you understand, like, bro, I'm not hitting these big licks no more. I'm not getting these big contracts no more. I need something that's sustainable.
All this is before Taylor Swift. So I think once he got into that Swiftie area limelight, him and his brother had a podcast. But as soon as he got next to them Swifties, you see how that shit took off, and they just signed a $100 million contract.
Different type money, man. It's different type money now. Like shorty, like the women who bring that type of stuff to the table don't have to be like, oh, a woman is bringing multi-millions of dollars, but a woman you can build with. No, you don't. But a woman you can build with and then and like enlarge and enrich your kingdom and your territory. Those are always going to be the ones that are picked before the ones who just look good and are just there, at least by smart men. Like those are the ones that are always going to be picked, just because like, oh, I can do something. Like you're not just a liability.
Yeah.
Like you're not just a pretty face. You're not just a body. Like
Right.
you're adding something. Like that's the only thing. Like, and like I said, like what men, like women who think like, oh, men are supposed to chase, like, cool, that's fine. That's one way to think about it. But my question is, like, first of all, a chase requires somebody to be, or an object or an animal to be running away from you in order to be chasing it. Correct? A person, you can't be chasing you're not chasing a sedentary object, bro.
Or to want to be pursued like the animals in the mating season.
Yeah. You're running, you're chasing, you're running after something, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that requires you to be running after something that's actively running away from you. How is that smart? Two.
You think about it that way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Two. Why am I chasing a liability? If I have to take, if 50-50 is off the table, or not even 50-50, if 70-30 is off the table, if I have to take care of everything, right? And my money is our money and your money is your money, right? If that's the thing, why am I chasing after that to take care of you? I'm chasing. Why would I?
Every man different strokes, different throats.
But that's just a different type of. That takes a different type of narcissism, though, to really think like, oh, I'm so important. I'm so important that this person is supposed to spend their energy and their time chasing after trying to acquire me, while I don't give them back that same energy. Nor when they acquire me, do I help make their lives easier. As like, far as
it's not the 50s where these women, couldn't work, like it was, or they couldn't take out a fucking loan, or they couldn't apply for a line of credit just because it was legally impossible. It ain't the 50s, so they were kind of, I wouldn't say forced to, but they were the housewife, and that's how that shit was before all these laws and shit were changed. But I don't know, dog.
Facts, but then also like they be trying to say, they be like, my granddaddy built my grandmama her house, this, that, and the other. Like, yeah, because he basically had the time. It was a necessity. He had the time to learn the skill because his ass wasn't able to go into corporate America or anything like that. It was whites only. Like, you wasn't coming in there. So you had to be able to build shit.
You just be clean.
Exactly. You had to and build. You could build shit. Like you had to be able to build shit because you couldn't rely on white people to come out and build your stuff. On top of that, your granddaddy once taking your grandmama out on dates, $200 dates and shit, just meeting her. Like, oh, I'm gonna spend $200 just to meet this woman. That like, nah, dog. He wasn't buying fill-ins or none of that. He wasn't paying for nails.
They went out to the parlor. Got a soda pop and the ice cream and took a walk in the park.
Yeah. Your grandma wasn't as high maintenance as you are. So just stop that. So cut it out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Granny wasn't as hard to please, man. Nice hot meal. That's it. That's all it took, Granny. Nice hot meal.
You call Granny easy.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, Granny was, some good conversation. She just wanted some good
conversation. 15 grandkids and she's
well taken care. Just want some good conversation. Just show me that you love me. That's it. That's all. That's all she wanted back then. But nowadays, loyalty is out the window out here. Yeah, it's not out the window. It's rare.
It's
rare.
Rough. It's rough to be single out in these streets. It's rough.
Oh yeah, it's nasty in the field, but my jersey clean. You feel me? It's filthy out here. It's filthy out here, but I can't let it get on me. I'd rather be alone. I'd rather be alone than have somebody that is like, you know what I'm saying, not all the way in on me. Like,
and be miserable a second.
And be like, nah, bro, I'm good on that shit. Like, nah.
Just take your time, player. Fuck all that. Take your time.
Bachelor bear. You know? That's what we are. Toast, man. Toast to the good life. But yeah, Free, it's 54 minutes. We've been here almost getting people an hour. You got anything else you want to talk about with the people? Anything else you want to say to the people?
just before we get out of here, I'm just hoping. I know y'all see the Bucks headset, the Bucks on the beanie. We're making a late push. Hopefully, we can catch these sorry ass Falcons and maybe get into the playoffs. Just to lose in the first round, I'll take it. Just another successful W. Thing, just something I wanted to get off my chest. I'm happy about my Buccaneers. Hopefully, we can do something.
I hope so too. My Green Bay, my Packers, we sold last night, and
that's tough. It was a tough game, and the Lions they thoroughly deserved that win because they were
a good team. Lions a good team. Lions a good team. They are officially a good team. They swept us this year. Tough. That's tough work. They swept this year.
That happen often.
NFC, or they're gonna be the NFC North champions. It is what it is, man. It's back to the drawing board. But what I will say is that it's been 2 years, man. So relax, like Lions fans, relax.
Fair enough.
I'm glad you guys are here. Welcome to winning. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to winning.
Welcome to relevance.
Welcome. We're glad that you're here. We've been waiting a while. Thankfully, you guys, are actually putting a good product out on Thanksgiving.
Sure.
Because just 3 years ago, you guys were ass. So let's just
that Thanksgiving game really won't.
One hit on nothing.
They easily could have lost that too.
Big facts. So hey, let's just play within ourselves. You guys are still up and comers. Just keep
your head down and keep on pushing.
Hey, what that boy Holland say? Stay humble, man. Stay humble. Just stay humble. Just make sure that you stay humble. Yeah,
relax.
But yeah, and I hope that the Buccaneers do well too, because I need Baker Mayfield to put up at least 30 points if I even have a chance of sniffing anything in our game.
I'm number one. I think I'm safely in the playoffs, so I ain't really tripping so far right now.
Rest your team. Rest them. Rest them.
Guys, go out there, have fun.
Rest them
more than you need.
Rest them. Rest them. Put the twos in. We need it.
I got 18 people on by me, man. Forget that.
I need a win. What you mean? Make some trades. I didn't have anybody to trade. Whatever, nigga.
I'll help you draft next year. I got you.
First of all, it wasn't. First of all, my team is not bad. If you look at the division, if you look at the other division, there is like the majority of the other. If I was in the other division, I'd be in the playoffs right now, because their points for is like 1,400. Like everybody of theirs is 1,400. Mine's is 1508. So I'd have done a way better up there. But over in our division, the minimum is like 1,500. Like 1,508 is like the minimum joint. Like I think PH got 14. PH got like 1,469. Yo ass, huh?
You got 5 wins on the season. You ain't making it, brother.
First of all, I would have made it with 6. If I won this week, if I won this week, I'd have been 6-8. The whole league is trash.
You need to win this week and hope everybody lose.
No, that wouldn't have had to happen. That wouldn't have had to happen.
Don't worry about it, brother. I'll help you draft next year.
I don't care. None of y'all niggas can beat me in Madden. Play me in a real game. That's how I feel.
Play me in real life.
Play in real life. That's how I am. Bad kid style. Like I'm mad about it now.
All right, Drake. Don't try.
I'm mad about it now. Like, nah, play me in real life. Nah, I'm mad. Yeah. I'm mad. But yeah, I had an ass season. To be honest, our locker room needed a new voice, so I had to fire myself. So it's just one of those things. We might take next year off. I don't know.
Brother.
I'm joking. I'm not gonna take next year off. But this year really pissed me off. No, Kyle Pitts really pissed me off. That's who really pissed me off. Because I'm like, bro.
Honestly, if you look at the league as a whole this year, tight end season been ass. I mean, the
tight end
has been ass. It's only been about 2 or 3 actual good ones. It's only been Brock Byers has been consistent for the Raiders. That's it, really. That's it.
You're right.
Really been the tight ends, man. But honestly, I think next year. Well, shit, I've seen some leagues where they do away with the tight end, just have another flex. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, we might need to do that. I'm with that. Flex this shit out. I'm sick of this, man. I'm sick of this, man. All right, bro.
We touched on a lot this week. We
touched on a lot, and good. Good pod. If you want to, you can always, all of our stuff, all of our content is going to be on the YCG Wolf Layer page on YouTube. Link is always going to be in my bio on at Ceez Capital in real life. All right. You can check in and tap in with us and follow us on IG, like the official YCG Smoke in the City. IG is YCG Smoke in the City. Follow us there.
Get the merch. Get the merch.
Content, merch, all different types of things, man. We're bubbling. We're bubbling. We're bubbling. So we out here. But yeah, Free, that's all I got to say to the people. Stay out this cold weather. The hawk is out.
God.
It's nasty work out here. Stay warm.
It's cold, but shit, boy. When that frost is on the grass, when you walking on that grass in the morning, that shit crunchy.
Nasty work.
Like
it's nasty work, buddy. It's nasty work. But yeah, stay safe out here.
Holidays, all that good shit.
All that.
We'll
see y'all next week. Peace.
Out.